sport is a realm where only the best survive. But what about those who come from nothing? Do they survive in the world of sports? Well, in this video, we've brought you a handful of people who have shown that their beginnings don't define them, and what defines them is their hard work. Here, we'll go through their hardships, their achievements, and their journey towards being the best. So, without any further delay, let's get started. To start off, we have Usain Bolt, the Jamaican retired sprinter who is known to be the greatest sprinter of all time. Bolt is an 8-time Olympic gold medalist and the world record holder in the 100 meters, 200 meters, and 4 times 100 meters relay, and is also the only sprinter to win Olympic 100 meters and 200 meter titles at 3 consecutive Olympics. It was at the 2008 Beijing Olympics that Bolt gained the attention of the world for his double sprint victory in world record times. Along his journey as an athlete, he has earned the titles Fastest Man in the World and Lightning Bolt. But Bolt's beginnings are something that would leave you stunned, and this man's journey from absolutely nothing toward the top cannot be described in mere words. Bolt was raised in Trelawney Parish, which was a village that had no streetlights and limited running water. With no developments in the area, one could witness old men riding donkeys, children gathering at the village tap to fill buckets of water, and people waving at cars. A woman said about the place, reflecting its poor conditions, "Usain's 3 gold medals brought us running water." She adds, "Now we praying for another gold medal to fix up the road." Bolt's mother said, "We've got water, but it comes and goes. We had water last week, and since yesterday it went." His parents ran the local grocery store, and Bolt spent his childhood playing cricket and football along with his brother. He said, "When I was young, I didn't really think about anything other than sports." Bolt attended Waldensia Primary, and it was there he took the initial step towards being a world-renowned athlete by running in his parish's annual national primary school meet. When he was of age 12, he had become the school's fastest runner over the 100 meters distance. It was during Bolt's time at William Knibb Memorial High School that his cricket coach noticed his speed on the pitch and pushed him to try out track and field events. There, Bolt brought home his first annual high school championship silver medal, which was for the 100 meters with a time of 22.04 seconds. It was at the 2002 World Junior Championships that he proved himself to the world by winning the 200 meters in a time of 20.61 seconds. Bolt's journey from there to the Olympics and his global recognition makes him one of the most formidable athletes in the world. Though Usain Bolt rose to great heights, she still says that she would never leave the village where he was raised. She said, "I'd never leave, never. Apart from a little petty thief, don't have nobody to interfere. You can sleep with your doors wide open when it's hot." Now, if you thought his journey was inspiring, wait till you see the tumultuous journey of Michael Oher. Michael Jerome Oher is an American former football tackle who played in the National Football League for a period of 8 seasons. But this athlete's past is darker than you think. Oher was born in Memphis, Tennessee, and was one of 12 children of Denise Oher. Oher's mother suffered from alcoholism and crack cocaine addiction, while their father, Michael Jerome Williams, spent a lot of his time in prison. Oher didn't get the attention he needed, and as a result, he repeated first and second grades and attended 11 schools during his initial 9 years as a student. At the age of 7, he found himself in foster care, and he was torn between a life in foster homes and being homeless. When he was a senior in high school, his father was murdered in prison. Oher rose up from his pasts, and it was at the University of Mississippi where he played college football and earned unanimous All-American honors as a senior. He was then selected by the Baltimore Ravens in the first round of the 2009 NFL Draft, where he spent his first 5 seasons with the Ravens. He was also a member of the team that won Super Bowl 47. He had also played a season for the Tennessee Titans, and his last 2 seasons were for the Carolina Panthers. Next up is Bibiano Fernandez, a Brazilian professional mixed martial artist and black belt Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu practitioner. He took part in the One Championship, where he is a former 2-time One Bantamweight champion, and also holds the record for the most title fight wins, and is tied for most consecutive title defenses. Bibiano had a painful past, and he reached the top by inflicting pain. Fernandez was born in Manaus, and his early life revolved around a neighborhood called Coroado with his family. He played soccer throughout his childhood. Fernandez was 7 years old when his mother fell ill and passed away. Well, Inacio, his father, wasn't interested in raising his children, and thus he and his siblings were sent to live with their aunt in the Amazon rainforest close to the Ituxi River. During his time in the rainforest, he caught malaria, and he was brought back to Manaus for his treatment. It was after he returned to Manaus that he attended school for the first time at the age of 9. When he was aged 13, Fernandez was introduced to BJJ. Since he came from a poor family, he couldn't pay for training. So what he did was clean the gym after the class, as his instructor promised him to train him if he did that. This didn't weaken him, but in turn strengthened him, as it gave him both respect and gratitude for the gym and what he was taught there. Bibiano recalls that he told him when he was a child, "Good job, you held your ground and believed what you believed." Bibiano is a 5-time World Jiu-Jitsu champion and a 3-time Pan American champion. He is also a former Dream Featherweight champion and Dream Bantamweight champion, and was ranked as the number 5 bantamweight in the world by MMA Weekly. The next person on our list has a past that most people can imagine only in their nightmares. Kassim Ouma is a Ugandan professional boxer who held the IBF junior middleweight title from 2004 to 2005 and has been challenged twice for a world middleweight title in 2006 and 2011. At the age of 5, he was abducted and forced to kill as a boy soldier for Ugandan rebels. He then escaped to the United States to become a world champion. Ouma was abducted from his home village, an act done by the rebel army of Yoweri Museveni, a person who became the president of Uganda, but who was then a rebel leader fighting a civil war against Milton Obote. For the next 3 years, he didn't see his family. He recalls, "I didn't know why I was taken. Back then, I couldn't carry no gun. I couldn't fight. I was scared to death." When he was 7 years old, he was given orders to shoot a childhood friend who had lost ammunition. He obeyed the orders so that he wouldn't get killed. He also remembers sitting on a pile of dead bodies and smoking a cigarette. He recalls, "They told me, 'Shut up.' Then they showed me how to shoot a gun in case anything happened so you could shoot a bad guy. Once I started being in the war, I was like, this is my side. If you're on that side, I'm shooting." Ouma has no idea when it comes to the number of people he killed and doesn't like to share his experiences as a boy soldier. His childhood was rough and he was a troublemaker too. He said, "I used to fight a lot, bust kids' nose all the time, get in trouble. And if I got in trouble at my mom's dad's house, I'd just run to my dad's mom's. In Africa, they're all family." It was 1998 when Ouma arrived in the US to compete in an international boxing tournament, and he was considered to have deserted the army. 1 year later, his father was beaten to death by Ugandan soldiers who arrived at his parents' house searching for him and harassed his mother. During this, his father confronted them, and he was then accused of supporting a political party that was against the government. He was attacked and beaten, though he was taken to the hospital. He didn't recover. Ouma said, "Now I'm taking care of what my father was supposed to. I love being in the ring, because if I'm not in the ring, then my family is not feeding nice. I need to be in the ring to get money." Ouma is a former champion and a top-level contender in the light middleweight division, with notable wins against Jason Papillion, Juan Carlos Candelo, and Verno Phillips. His second win against Verno Phillips brought him the IBF light middleweight title. He defended his championship with a 12-round unanimous decision against Kofi Jantua of Ghana, but later lost the title in a unanimous decision defeat against Roman Karmazin. Life has undoubtedly been hard on these people, but the fact is that they decided not to give up. These people grabbed every opportunity they could and stepped up, defying all odds. So, what do you think about these athletes, and which one of these life stories inspired you the most? If you enjoyed this video, then don't forget to like, share, and subscribe so that we can entertain you with more such inspirational videos.